Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, we are talking about Before I Wake.
Try and get some sleep, Cody.
Good night. The hell?
This is a Mike Flanagan film. I believe it's one of his pretty early works. This has been on my to-watch list for a really long time, and I just kind of, for whatever reason, put off watching it, just hadn't, and then Emma from Spooky Astronauts actually fairly recently did a interview with Mike Flanagan. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you watch that because that's really cool. And she spoke very highly of this film. So I was like, okay, I gotta finally sit down and watch this. So I did finally watch it, and it is actually available to watch on Netflix, at least Netflix US. So that's where I am located. So if you can get a hold of that, you can watch it on there. Not really sure where else that you can watch it, but that is where I did. So let's get into talking about this film. It follows the story of this young boy named Cody, who is played by Jacob Tremblay. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but some of you will recognize him. He was also the young boy in Room. He is definitely, I feel like, an up-and-coming young actor. He was fantastic in that movie. He's also fantastic in this as well. And he is bounced from foster home to foster home, and he lands with this young couple, Jesse and Mark, who have recently lost their own son, who tragically died in a drowning incident. And we come to find out that the reason that Cody is being bounced from house to house is because his dreams come true. But not only do his beautiful dreams come true, his nightmares come true as well. This film was beautifully shot. I mean, if you've seen anything Mike Flanagan does, his films or TV shows are always very beautiful or artsy in some way, and this film definitely falls in line with that. It actually reminded me a little bit of The Devil's Backbone, if you have ever seen that movie. If you haven't, I highly suggest it. I loved that film. It doesn't remind me in the sense of the storyline, but it does remind me in the sense of just the way that it's shot and the way that monsters and creatures come alive in this movie. There's several beautiful scenes of these butterflies that Cody is dreaming about coming to life. In fact, there's one scene where he is dreaming of Christmas and the butterfly, and so all of the butterflies have these beautiful like Christmas lights on them while they're floating. And I love the way that those scenes all start out very beautiful. Like, he starts out having these beautiful dreams of like the butterflies and Christmas, but then they turn into these like horrible nightmares. You have this creature that he's dreaming of that ends up coming to life and end up attacking the families that he's with. Now, going into this film, I really didn't know any of this. I really didn't know what the film was about. I knew it followed the story of this young boy, and that some bad stuff happened, but I really didn't know anything, which I'm really glad that I didn't going into this film. I like when I can go into something and not really have it be spoiled for me, not really know anything about it. So that was definitely a benefit going into this film, because I was able to be pleasantly surprised and shocked by everything going on, and it definitely pulls at your heartstrings. You feel bad for this poor couple who just gone through this horrific tragedy, and they're trying to rebuild and restart and welcome a new child into their home. And they just end up having more tragedy and end up having to, at times, even relive their tragedy. So it can definitely be heart-wrenching at times for that, and also for this poor Cody kid. The young actor that plays him, like I mentioned, he's been in several other stuff. He's a really good actor. He definitely kind of reminds me of Nico Hughes, who, for those of you who don't know, he was the young boy in Pet Sematary. He's also in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, as well as a ton of other stuff. Fun fact, he was also in the Iceman Kills music video for Funeral Derangement, which is their Pet Cemetery-esque song/video, which is pretty cool that they got him in here. But not only did he just remind me of him looks-wise, because both got the blonde hair thing, definitely just an actor that I feel like we will continue to see more of. I know this film is kind of old. Well, I mean, it's 2016. It's not too super old, but I definitely think he's a great actor and hopefully continue to see him in things. But all in all, I really enjoyed this film. Again, I thought it was beautifully shot, really well done, and just the story was heart-wrenching and beautiful, and luckily we got a happy ending out of it. So if you have seen Before I Wake, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button for more horror related content. I'll see you guys again later with another video. Bye!